Okay. Good morning, sir. We are live today.
Good morning.
We will start with those questions which are already asked to us. Gauri Seni has asked, for my last 2 attempts, I practiced much for narration and I also was confident while narrating, but still got screened out. Should we avoid practicing narration? Does it sound robotic? In one of my these attempts, OIR was also good.
I would not know the reasons why you got screened out. The answer to your first question that you should not practice narration, that will not be a good idea. Practicing narration is a good idea. And the more you do, the better off you will be. So you will not sound robotic. So let's be clear about that. Speaking in English is a good idea. It could be narrating a story, practicing this for PPDT or anything else. Group discussions, lecturate, whatever you practice on your own or in a group, that will always be helpful. Any amount will be benefiting you only. It will not take away anything. It will add to your improvement. That's one very important thing. Second is that if OIR was good, then your chances of getting screened in should have been higher. Now, we do not know exactly as to what transpired in your stage 1 of testing. You see, in stage 1 of testing, the criteria start from first thing is OIR. So if you are having a score of plus of 80% in OIR, then that is safe. Then next thing comes that you have constructed a sensible story which relates well to the picture. You have not come up with a preconceived story and fit it there. So that's the next part. And if you have narrated it okay, then 75% of your job has been done. Now 25% of the job remains is in the discussion stage. So we do not know as to what transpired in that. Were you able to guide the group towards the making of the common story or not? So these are things which I am not knowing. So if you focus on these things, then things should work out. Please watch our video about the screening process and preferably take our book, e-form or the hard copy form. Read about the personality development aspects and you will find it beneficial to understand yourself and evolve your methodologies for self-improvement. So please do not get worried if this has happened once. You will get more attempts. There are other reasons possible. That is that, if you have gone through an entry like NCC or SSC Tech, where the number of girls reporting was very high. So there, and the groups were plus of 20. Then also, screening becomes a challenging process. I've seen a lot of good candidates getting screened out. You can track on our YouTube channel interview of one girl by the name of Jyotsna Pandit. He was consecutively screened out for, I think, 4 or 5 times. And thereafter, she got recommended when she joined up with No Frills Academy. So these things can happen. And if you note her caliber and her performance and the way she communicates, you will be surprised as to how this girl got screened out. But it had happened. Right? So these things can happen. Don't get demoralized. Keep working. And practicing oral communication is always a good idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Likesh Sinha has written to us. What to say if the IO asks, you didn't achieve anything in the activities that you participated?
I have not understood the question, Yogita.
Means he is asking, what if I have not achieved something strikingly good or at par in the extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities I have participated or written in the PIQ form?
So you answer whatever is the truth. That's all. If you have achieved something which is good, which is worth noting, then you say. If you have not done, then fine. Thing is that you should not become diffident because you have not made any serious achievements in extracurricular activities, hobbies, and all that. Anyway, I keep repeating this thing, but students have their own mindset. They keep coming up with these ideas. They have these problems consistently. I would request you, you in person and people having similar queries, to go and read our blog about the Dharavi slum officer. I have written about this person on our website. It is there in our book. I think recently it has got shared on Instagram also. Story of one Manipuri girl and this boy who had come from the Dharavi slum. Fine. So read about them. This boy had no time for all these extracurricular activities and all that. He was all just busy, engaged in keeping himself alive. And he was very, very competent person. So you do not have to get bothered about these things. So long as your IQ is fine, your understanding of your core subjects is good, uh, your general awareness is okay, socially you are an okay person, and your physical fitness is up to the mark, then you will get selected. It doesn't matter whether you won a debate competition or you won a quiz competition or you won a 1500-meter race. It is not going to make a very serious dent in your chances of getting recommended. So please don't get worried about these things. Even if you have left these columns of hobbies and all that as blank, it will not matter if you are overall okay, as I just pointed out in the dimensions. Fine. Thank you.
Nitin has asked, sir, how should I self-assess or evaluate quality of thoughts when one has a positive personality?
We have an idea about ourselves. If you read in our book, the first essay starts is about who am I? And most of us are not clear as to who am I, what are my strengths and weaknesses. So you will have to do an objective assessment. And I have explained it very clearly in that essay. Uh, if possible, I think it is not possible to share that link here now in the media, the social media answering. Uh,
It can be, it should not sound that way, but I'll share something. Who am I? That part I can share.
you can share about this Dharvi boy also, so they can read up links you can give below this, Yogita. So they can read up about these, understand that. So I have explained how you can objectively do self-assessment. It has to be done based on your demonstrated performance and not your thoughts, because then it will become a biased view, which would be assessing yourself more positively than what the actual truth is. So read that, evaluate yourself, and start working upon the aspects which are needing improvement. And if you still find problems and you are confused and you are not confident as to whether your assessment and your plan for self improvement is good enough, then you can always join us, where I will assess you and then give you a roadmap for self improvement. And then you can get working on that. That's the next best thing you can do. Fine. Thank you. Yes, Yogita, next question, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, Ayush Sharma has asked, sir, I am preparing for CDS examination along with my business. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's very good. Sitting at home idle is a bad idea. I'm totally against it. So whether you're doing business or you're working for some organization, if you have the requisite qualifications, you should work. That way you are being responsible towards your family as also towards the society. And it is an important officer like quality. And it actually helps you improve overall as a person. जब आप फील्ड में काम करते हो, दुनियादारी आप सीखते हो, और बहुत सारी चीजें दुनियादारी की वो काम करना ही आपको सिखाता है। घर बैठ के किताबों से आप ये चीजें नहीं सीख सकते। So it's a very good idea. Please do that. Don't stop working. Along with the work, you should prepare for these exams and clear them. By just sitting at home and preparing for these exams is a bad idea, and probably the interviewing officer will ask you these questions, and he will find you that you were not responsible enough, and overall it would have hampered your overall growth. So advantages of working are tremendous. Fine. In this context, you can also listen to the interview of my son. Yogita, you can share the link as to how he had started working very early in life and how much it benefited him. Thank you.
Okay, entire articles and all I cannot share, but I can share something.
His interview is there, buddy. Yogita on YouTube में interview है शिखर का.
I was searching how can we share article regarding who am I and all. So who am I and all is not possible, but where it is I can share. Acha, we will move on to the question part. Sir,
Yes.
if we meet any story regarding wild animal or snake, not mentioning fear or something or combat or something he is talking about, does it indicate lack of courage? I did not understand.
एनिमल आ गया, स्नेक आ गया, तो उसमें क्या किया? मतलब स्टोरी में क्या लिख दिया आपने?
My view is saying that in case we do not show any drastic reaction to it, जैसे शेर आ गया उस दिन देखा हमने, ऐसे कुछ
शेर आ
लिखा
गया तो आपने क्या लिखा? आपने सिचुएशन में लिखा कि मैं शेर आ गया तो मैं डर के आंख बंद करके घुस गया कहीं पे। What? अगर डर के घुस गए कहीं पे, कुछ नहीं किया, तो डेफिनेटली इट शोज दैट यू आर लैकिंग करेज, क्योंकि दिमाग तो इस्तेमाल कर नहीं रहे हो आप। दिमाग इस्तेमाल करोगे तो कुछ एक्शन करोगे ना सोच समझ के, तो वो करना चाहिए। और स्टोरी में शेर आ गया, और तो मैं सिचुएशन में तो देखा है मैंने ऐसा स्नेक विनेक की बातचीत आती हुई, पर स्टोरी में तो मैंने नहीं देखा ऐसा कुछ आता हुआ। पता नहीं, एनीवे, बट सिंस योर क्वेश्चन इज नॉट वेरी क्लियर, I really can't give you a very comprehensive answer to your question. But yes, if you are scared, अगर आप कहते हो कि मैं छुप जाऊंगा, मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा, तो definitely your courage factor is on the lower side, and that would be taken cognizance of. Fine. Yeah, thank you. Yogita, what we can do is, on our YouTube channel, we regularly keep getting questions posted, and lot of them are to do with physical fitness. Lot of them are on the interviews of our successful candidates. You can keep a note of those, and some of the questions which are, worth answering, some of them I answer then and there. Some of them I mean, lose track. I don't keep following. So, compile those questions also, and they can also be answered here only, Yogita. Fine?
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Anupam Oja has asked, sir, is it really important to take offline classes regarding SSPs for fresher or first timer?
No, not offline, not online. No classes are required to qualify SSB. I keep saying repeatedly that if you are overall competent, then you need not even know the full form of SSB to get selected. So don't have to bother about all these things. Keep yourself overall okay. Fine. अपना एकेडमिक्स वगैरह ठीक ठाक रखो, पढ़ाई चढ़ाई ठीक रखो, अपना बी फिजिकली फिट, एंड as a student be a good student, as a worker be a good worker, and that's it. बाकी क्या चाहिए? ये कोचिंग वचिंग का मामला, साइकोलॉजी टेस्ट प्रैक्टिस करना, जीटीओ बल्ली फट्टा एंड ऑल दैट, ये आप लोगों के दिमाग में ऐसी चीजें होती है, इनसे जरूरत नहीं है. इफ यू आर फिट इनफ यू विल गेट सेलेक्टेड. फाइन. इसको कई लोग सोचते हैं कि मेरा मिसकंसेप्शन ये है. भाई, मेरा मिसकंसेप्शन नहीं है, मैं सिलेक्शन सिस्टम में रहा हूं. So it is not that I just got selected in my first attempt without taking any coaching and all that. There's so many who got selected like this and who keep getting selected like this now also. So that is what is important. And having served in the selection system and now working since 2014 in guiding students to improve their personal effectiveness and also seeing cases of people getting selected. People get selected based on their overall competence rather than their familiarity with the SSP process. So don't have to bother for all these things. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Sir, Karan Sharma has asked, Sir, I am studying BBA final year, but I am not so good at my subject wise. How will this impact my SSB and personal interview round?
Forget your SSB and personal interview round, it is going to affect your life. Whatever you are doing, if you don't do it sincerely, then you are unfit for selection as far as I am concerned. So the simple solution for you is that start focusing well on what you are studying. For that matter, whatever you are doing today, focus on it well and gain good expertise in that field. And that is the crux of self-improvement. Whatever you do sincerely, take interest, improve upon it, become competent at that. Once you do that, your ability, you overall become competent and your ability to become competent in other fields also increases. Please go and read our essay on self-confidence. You will get an idea. So, as an interviewing officer, anybody who had poor understanding of his core subjects, be it engineering, law, journalism, or X, Y, Z, whatever. If you are not understanding those things properly, I make a simple assessment that since you are not sincere at what you are doing today, I extrapolate your outlook that once you are selected as an officer, we have short duration courses, 2 months, 4 months, and all that. You will carry the same attitude and you will not learn. So why should we select you? So I never selected anybody who was poor in his basics of whatever he or she had studied. Fine. So it's a serious issue. Get on with understanding your BBA subjects, understand them well, otherwise you will be not selected by the SSB. Interviewing officer, definitely. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, sir. Deepak Rathod has asked, Sir, I have a question. I am doing a job along with my MSc, but I am not regular in my class. He is maybe talking about MSc classes. So how should I answer this question?
आंसर करने से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. तुम जो है इन चीजों की बारीकियों में पढ़ते हो, विच इज नॉट अ गुड आइडिया. एमएससी कर रहे हो तो एमएससी की जानकारी होनी चाहिए. क्लास अटेंड करने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है? सो डोंट गेट बॉदर्ड. डोंट गेट बॉदर्ड अबाउट इंप्रेशन. क्या सोचेगा इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर, ये आप लोगों की जान में फंसी रहती है. ये करूंगा तो जीटीयू क्या सोचेगा, वो करूंगा तो वो क्या सोचेगा. अब सोचने तो जो सोच रहा है वो. अगर तुम फिट हो गए तो वो तुमको सेलेक्ट करेगा, अगर अनफिट हो गए तो तुमको सेलेक्ट नहीं करेगा. बहुत बड़ा तुम इंप्रेशन इन चीजों से झूठ झाट बोल के क्रिएट नहीं कर सकते हो. तो प्लीज डोंट ट्राई टू डू दैट. द असेसर्स आर एक्सपर्ट्स. अगर नहीं एमएससी अटेंड कर रहा है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? नॉलेज होनी चाहिए एमएससी की. देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल हु आफ्टर 12th गॉट बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ physics than people who have done MSc. तो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज तो वो है कि समझ गया है आपकी. क्लास अटेंड की नहीं की, वो तो जो आपकी कंडीशन उस हिसाब से होगा, जो भी एनवायरमेंट है, विच आई डोंट नो. तो आपका नहीं कट कर पा रहे हो, काम करना इंपॉर्टेंट है, फैमिली रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज है, देन फाइन. डोंट गेट बॉदर्ड अबाउट दैट. That will not cause your rejection. Your knowledge is what is going to cause your rejection. Output क्या है, वो है इंपॉर्टेंट. समझे? हमको फर्क नहीं पड़ता नीरज चोपड़ा ने कितने दिन वजन बढ़ाया, कितने दिन टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स के बाद उसने सेलिब्रेशन करता रहा. इंपॉर्टेंट चीज ये है कि जब वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप हुई, उसने जेवलिन कितना फेंका, वो है क्रक्स. And that is what life is all about. मौके पर क्या कर पाते हो, क्या आपकी कैपेबिलिटी है, दैट इज व्हाट यू डिसाइड. क्या बीच में कर रहे थे वो आपकी जिंदगी है, जो कर रहे थे. यू वुड हैव योर रीजंस फॉर दैट. या दैट्स इट.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. We'll meet next time. And for any specific queries, Kushal Sharma will take your question next time. And please write to us at nofrillsacademy@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.